Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to We're Offended, You're Offended. I'm Kim. This is Tyler. And it is Wednesday, which means hump day, which means wow, chicken, wow, wow. All right. So I hope everybody's had a fantastic week so far. I know some people haven't, but hopefully anybody listening has. Yeah. Why don't you tell us what we're going to be talking about today, Tyler?
Why you're in such a pissy mood right now. That could be one thing.
You're one to talk.
Yeah. Oh, I'm super pissed off. So Discord has joined the cancel culture thing. So everyone that keeps saying that cancel culture or consequence culture isn't a fucking thing, or just keep your head down and shut up and nothing's gonna happen. Okay, cool. Yeah. All right. Because I've seen this movie a few times. I've seen how it plays out. So all right. And we're
kind of interested on that one. Sorry to cut you off, but I am interested in that because I've been on Discord for quite a while. So kind of interested to see where this story goes.
Yeah, and also apparently in the trucking convoy, there were threats of rape.
Oh,
yeah, that's the new allegation as to why the Emergency Act was in. Like it's like they're trying to find anything to try and justify, but it's like the more random shit they make up, and thankfully people are calling out their bull crap. While that the actual threat is Justin Trudeau that apparently groped a woman a couple years ago. So an actual sex assault or a complete fabrication?
Right. Well, they are just going to hold on to the dumbest shit. I mean, literally, how long have we been hearing about the swastika flags and the whatever the other one was? See, I'm not American. I don't really give a shit about the other one. No offense. But you know what I mean? Like they've been holding on to that one for how long? All those debates or those talks that you would hear in the parliament, literally that's out of everybody's mouth. Oh, you support people who carry swastika flags. I don't know how many times I have to say it. It was 2 flags. Truckers kicked them out. Okay, bye-bye. But the thing is, that's the thing.
Right, okay. Well, before we get into all of that, hit the like button. Share this with your friends. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube, Rumble, Spotify. We're all over the place. Now we're on Gilded, which I've made it very clear. Come March 28th, Discord is gone. And it really sucks because I have a lot of friends that I play games with on there, and it's gone. But we're on Gilded. I'm in the process of getting things all done up, but we'll get into that. So, okay, so with this Discord thing. So if any, I'll tell the story first, and then we'll get into this article. So for anyone that's been on the internet, knows of Sargon of Akkad, Carl Benjamin. So he was, well, he still is. He's a very prominent, kind of speaking out against the woke and all that type of stuff. So he ended up making a comment on a separate platform on someone else's podcast. I don't remember exactly what he said, but he made some kind of off-color remark. Okay, so I like I said, I don't remember the exact particularities of what was said, but I believe it was on YouTube, if I remember correctly. And so he had made an off-color comment. It was a joke about women being raped, if memory serves. So it was weird. We kind of got a theme going inadvertently with Justin Trudeau. Just so weird, the feminist himself. But okay, so anyways, so Carl Benjamin made a comment. Like I said, I believe it was about raping a woman, if memory serves. Patreon, who is it's like a PayPal. So anyone that doesn't know what Patreon is, it's like a subscription service. So if you wanted to say like support, say like us, If we had a Patreon account, okay, well then you give money to Patreon, and they're only the payment facilitator. So they would take that money and give it to the creator. So what ended up happening was Patreon. So for a comment that was not made on the Patreon's platform, like they're just a middleman. That's like what a lot of this stuff is. Teespring is a middleman. Patreon, PayPal, eBay, all this stuff. They're all just a middleman. They don't actually contribute anything. So Patreon says, okay, because of what you said, we're kicking you off our platform. None of your money, none of the money that you were paid is being sent to you, and everyone's getting refunds. So it became a big court battle. So Discord has decided to take that route as well. So we have, the highlighted part that I have is, so Discord. Everyone on Discord must follow these rules, and they apply to all parts of our platform, including your content, behavior, servers, and bots. We may consider relevant off-platform behavior when assessing for violations of specific community guidelines. So if you say an off-color joke, or you say something on someone else's platform, to be fair, Discord harvests your information. I believe Discord, I think it's like 40 or 60, I can't remember the exact number. But they're owned by a Chinese company. And you remember when we first got on this, I said, I don't know about using Discord because it's owned by a Chinese company.
I don't remember personally because there seems to be so many things that I lose track already.
Yeah, so they're going on that side. You know, like all they are is just it's like a chat service, but they're geared towards video games, which, you know, Gilded is too. It is like the only thing that I do like about Discord more than Gilded, you can set up a dedicated AFK room. You can't on Gilded, but you know, it's the same thing. Actually, I do prefer Gilded a lot more because it's even more geared towards video games. So, you know, like any games that they have, and obviously they don't have every single game, but you can create custom like servers. You know, like we have like League of Legends. I have like Rust or Stardew Valley or Among Us, and these are all separate. These are almost like sub servers inside of our regular server. So it's kind of a cool little thing. So instead of, you know, you just go to like the main page, but then off to the side, it has like, you know, the League of Legends or, you know, Mech Warrior and all this type of stuff. And you can create custom ones if there is a game there that they don't recognize or, you know, that isn't added in. So it does seem better for that, but I don't know. What are your thoughts on this?
I don't know.
Oh, that's good.
I mean, well, I don't really know a lot about Gilded. Like, I just kind of took a quick peek. And I mean, kind of like you said earlier, like it kind of sucks because we have a lot of friends that we play with that also have rooms in Discord and stuff like that. So it's quite easy to bounce back and forth through those. I mean, I don't really... I guess I'm trying to understand what it is that they're doing. So like if I were in our room, if I were to make some sort of joke or comment or post something, like they could completely wipe me out.
Well, they could do that already. They already have community standards or community guidelines. But if you say something on someone else's platform, so that would be like you getting fired from your job for going out to the bar with your friends. That's what that's like. Like, my personal life has nothing to do with what happens at my job. This is the same thing. What I do on YouTube should have no bearing on what happens on Discord or on Twitter or on Facebook. But this is when you have these large, massive, you know, corporations that they can do this stuff. They put pressure. Well, and and everyone says, well, go make your own YouTube. Well, they did. Gab did, and they kicked him off. Well, make your own Twitter. Parler did. They kicked him off. So, go make your own infrastructure. Well, that's what Gab is doing. But yet they're banned from Google Play or Apple Store or whatever the fuck they call it. So, someone is doing that. But why did Parler get kicked off? Well, because the January 6th insurrection happened on Parler. Nope, that happened on Facebook. But nice try.
Well, I mean, they're not going to blame it on Facebook because, Mark Zuckerberg and all his whatever is just too big. So they don't want him to get out of there.
No. You said the name wrong. Zuckerberg.
Oh, sorry.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Sorry, that's right. My bad. The weird thing is
fucking
that
Android.
Your voice is coming through perfect. Like there's no glitches in your voice or talking or anything. But your camera, it's like you freeze and then all of a sudden you're like, and then you catch up every single time. It's absolutely hilarious because you're like talking and you're like all serious, and then all of a sudden you. It's amusing.
I don't know, maybe because I had Facebook open. I don't know. Like so for anyone that knows me, I'm on the road about 21 days out of the month, at least.
90%.
At least.
Time. Yeah.
So I play all the games that I play using the internet off my phone. I downloaded Gilded. Ooh. It tanked my internet.
Really?
So I'm gonna have to see what's going on. Like I don't know if I had too many apps open or what, but so for anyone that actually cares, but yeah, I'm not a fan of this type of crap. Oh, I guess I should probably fix this. These guidelines what isn't allowed on Discord. That's what I find crazy. Off platform, you can be deplatformed.
So, okay. So, if right, I know. After I said it, I was like, "Holy, calm down, racist."
Yeah, go get your blanket. I'll wait.
Go get my white hood.
On.
You need to just cut some eyes out like a little ghost. Anyway,
towel.
Anyway, so okay, so if I were to say something on Twitter, which I probably would, or if you were to say something on Twitter, which you definitely do,
I would get banned before you.
So if you were to say something on Twitter that Discord didn't like, they could actually deplatform you on Discord because of something you said on Twitter. Okay, that's bullshit. Now I'm kind of understanding this here. That'd be some bullshit. That's not cool. Yeah, that makes zero sense whatsoever.
Yeah. So, and they're encouraging people to rat on each other. See, but like, to me, I don't care what people say. It's funny, like, my brother got banned on Facebook.
Many times.
I didn't like. I see it, and I'm like, really? Like, it's not the worst thing, but it's also not the best. Like, it's more like I don't get why you'd say that, but to be banned?
It depends. There's some things that he says, and I'm like, really? Really, dude? And you wonder why you're banned?
But what the fuck does it matter? So what? Like, you know what I do when someone says something and I don't like it?
Do you cry? Do you go in your little blankie there and cry? Suck your thumb?
I do. I actually, well, I don't suck my thumb. I throw my legs over my head and suck my own dick. So,
pictures or video? Yeah, prove that shit.
Oh, yeah. I can't. How am I supposed to do that?
You set it up. You set your camera up on a timer and then quickly yoga yourself into that. I'd like to see that.
If I do that, I'm going to suffocate.
Or get stuck. Oh my God. Could you imagine getting stuck like that and having to call 911? I put my back out. How? Well, do you want to see the picture of the video?
I remember. You got Discord? I'll show you. I'll get banned, but I'll show you. But so there was one comment I remember hearing from Ron Jeremy, and he said like he used to be able to suck his own dick.
Good old Ron Jeremy.
I don't remember the exact statement that he has made, but he ended up getting so fat that he couldn't anymore. And he said, even though I could suck my own dick, sandwiches still won out. Like,
well, because we've heard the saying before, right? Like, we know somebody that used to be able to do that, and I'm very sad I never actually seen it because, I mean, well, yeah, but come on. Like, if someone said, hey, I can do this, I'd be like, show me. I don't believe you. Do it. Like, you want to see. Like, you just don't believe it. It's something so hard to believe.
You can look it up.
Well, yeah, but that's not the person saying that allegedly they can, right? It's one of those things where, hey, look, I can do this. Yeah, prove it. Anyway, but it's the old saying. Like, at what point is it feeling like someone's doing something to you or you got just something in your mouth?
I guess. I don't know. I can't say I've partaken in it. Sorry, I was watching the State of the Union address from Joe Biden. So I think his dementia and whatever else is wrong with him has kind of like rubbed off. So I think I'm partly retarded after watching that.
I lost some brain cells, did you? Or you lost some brain cells?
I did.
Yeah.
I did. At one point he called Ukraine Iran.
Seriously?
Yeah. Yeah. It's like he's, 20 years ago still thinking about like Kuwait and, actually invading Afghanistan and Iran for some reason, even though the 9/11,
this war in Iran, it's really serious, hey? Hey guys.
Well, so this is what I find really interesting. Saudi nationals funded training for Afghani extremists to hijack planes, crash them into a building. For some reason, they went into Pakistan, Iran, and Afghanistan. Oh, and Syria. Nothing about Saudi Arabia, even though Saudi Arabia, like, this isn't a conspiracy theory. I believe it was the BBC had a full expose on this, where they were able to track where the money went. It was from Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia prince or nationals funded extremists to, they literally funded them how to fly a plane. Not like, here's a little Cessna and, show me what you can do. No, they went to flight school so that they could go fly planes into buildings. Literally did that.
They have a school for that. I wonder how many people actually made it past the training.
Wow. Yeah.
If you made it past the training,
really
you're
high.
Doing it wrong.
Yeah. But they taught them how to fly planes. And then, well, once you know how to fly, it's not that hard to steer it into something.
Well, I mean, I guess it's kind of like when I used to ice skate, like I didn't know how to stop, right? So I would just find the nearest wall and just like plow into the wall, and that's how I would stop. So maybe that's it. Maybe they would actually teach them how to fly, but they wouldn't teach them how to land.
Oh, so because they didn't know how to land, they just said, if I go into that building, everyone can take the elevators down.
Yeah.
Genius.
Right?
Why did not?
Yeah, we figured it out. We figured it out, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a interesting strategy. How does that mean go? It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him. And now we have the world has a national holiday now, so that's nice. Pretty cool.
Bring your plane to work day. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's so yeah. There's
still going to hell. If there's a hell, we're still going there. But I'm gonna have an air conditioned flat with a pool, so don't you worry. I got us.
Yeah, sure. No, you're gonna be there with Saddam Hussein. Oh, God damn it! Oh well.
Are you okay?
Get warmed up. Yeah, no, it's just apparently it's warm enough where I am, and the truck just shut off. But so, anyways,
Yeah, you're
you want
doing
to talk
that
about
thing again.
Oh, all right. So let's get into this next one. So this is from the post millennial. Or I guess is there anything else to say on this one on the Discord?
Not at the moment. I'm sure if I do, we can bring it back to the beginning.
Oh, and of course we're always Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We're always be here, barring internet dying, but always on YouTube, Rumble, or Spotify. So
Anchor.
Share it with your friends. Yeah, Anchor. Well, Anchor sends it to everywhere, but most love Spotify. So, okay, so yeah, let's get into this. Actually, what are your thoughts on Discord getting involved in this?
Yeah,
starting to this deplatforming thing. I'll say for me, I have a big issue with the centralization of power. And what I mean by that is your ability to communicate ideas is being stifled. Your ability to criticize is extremely stifled. I think personally, the best way to actually solve issues, bad ideas versus good ideas, and have them
finger fuck each
like
other.
That.
Oh, yeah. I swore again. Damn it. Finger coitus.
So,
yeah.
All right. Anyways, okay, so let's get on to this one from the post-millennial. So Trudeau's public safety minister says Emergency Act was necessary because truckers were potential rapists.
Oh. So, never mind. Carry on.
So I took some parts from the article. Of course, anything we talk about will be linked in the description. The Carl Benjamin thing and Patreon, you'll have to go look that up for yourself. But okay, so Mendocino, I'm becoming more and more convinced that this guy secretly wishes this would happen. Like I bet he probably, like, when he walked to Parliament every day, I bet his secret fantasy was, I hope these truckers just run a train on me. That's my thought.
Wearing your scantily clad outfits. Just, oops, I dropped something. And then they do like the Marilyn Monroe thing and just like loop up their kilt. I don't know. I was trying to think of a man skirt.
Well, it's 2022. It's a skirt.
Right.
Yeah, so you don't need a kilt. You just wear a skirt, wear a dress,
or shorts,
whatever makes you happy.
And then it just falls up the legs. Because you know that's sexy.
Ew, when you have it's like Christmas ornaments, like hanging, nothing sexier than balls hanging out of shorts.
It's not the mistletoe I remember.
Okay, so yeah, he says there were Ottawawas. Yeah, because that's about all Ottawa is a bunch of whammas. Who were subjected to intimidation, harassment, threats of rape. But so Mendocino made the comments while testifying at the Commons Public Safety Committee in response to a question from Conservative MP Raquel Danko, who later questioned why Cabinet would allow politicians to, check this out, to freely walk through the protests if there were known threats of rape. Asking the hard question, right? Women on this panel right now walked past that protest every day, and you are saying there was a threat to public safety? And so Mendocino, secretly wishing, dreaming, all those big, strong truckers, oh, please just ram me. Is internal gay. Like, all right, let's
Why don't you try my
indulge.
Jake break, big boy?
Ooh, is that a stick shift? What does it taste like? Ew, it tastes like balls and asshole. So Danko says, I just don't know how you could be saying on one hand, this is a national emergency for public safety, and I walked every day past these protests. It just doesn't really add up at all. Yeah. And so his response, at the risk of generalizing, I would say for every one example of safe passage, there are probably thousands who did not feel any public safety. So he is saying for every one person that went by that protest peacefully or felt safe, there were 1,000 of them that felt that they were in danger. When Ottawa police said they're very peaceful, there's been no crime, they've been very respectful. We had MPs down there. Rebel News was down there. Viva Fry, Ottawa. What was the Tire Roasters Garage? Pierre Polyev was down there. Maxime Bernier, Candice Bergen. Come on.
They literally had people partying in the streets till all hours of the night. All night long, every day. You didn't hear one incident. But yet, homeboy here is going to come up and be like, oh, well, we enacted the measures because there was threats of rape. Yeah. Yeah. And what was that? Because truckers were potential rapists. Well, guess what? Members of parliament could be potential rapists. So should we shut everything down because somebody has the potential to be a rapist?
To be fair, anyone.
Exactly. But that's just the point. Like, anybody can be. So any
joking aside, I'll say this is the danger with, you've seen what the RCMP did in Coots, where they destroyed heavy machinery even though it was not used in a crime. This is preemptive. This is saying you are guilty before even committing the crime. This is you are guilty until proven innocent. Do you anyone put the shoe on the other foot? If it was a church that you attended and you loved it and everyone was happy and friendly, and the government said, well, because you're a Christian and there's been genocides for people that have worshipped God, we're shutting you down. You immediately would go, we haven't even done anything. Oh, you have a red car? Well, we know that people that own red cars have killed people. We're taking your car away. What? We know people that have blonde hair have killed people. Therefore, you're going to jail.
Well,
do you see the absurdity in this?
Yeah. No, 100%.
You are being charged for a crime. People were trampled. People were punched. People were assaulted over and over by police because of maybe they did something wrong.
It's not even maybe they did something wrong. They have the potential to do something wrong. They didn't do anything yet. It's a possibility. These big scary truckers, they're in their trucks all day and I'm pretty sure they get a little lonely. So, I mean, they don't have any money because clearly they're not working. So if they can't buy it, I bet they'll take it. So, let's shut it down. This potential is pretty high here.
To be fair, as someone that is actually being formally accused of touching a woman inappropriately, maybe the same person that threatened an Aboriginal woman, a person that wore blackface more times than he can remember, the same prime minister that siphoned money off. At what point is you're the problem? Like a little bit of confession through. I wonder how many people this guy has molested. How much you want to bet he did? Now he's just saying, no. It's the trucker. It's the trucker. The truckers are doing the raping.
It's like a magic show, when the really pretty girl comes out, like, oh, look at me, look at me. Now he's like, oh, don't look at me, look at them, look at them. Oh, bad. They're the. Look at
actually, the fact
dresses.
that you bring that up. Bill C-221. Bill C-221 is being discussed again in Parliament.
What's that?
I'm gonna pull it up right now. This was being division of payment. No, is it 221? Maybe I have it wrong. An act to amend certain acts in relation to survivor pension. Nope, not this one. Oh, I can't remember which one it was. Oh, maybe this was Environmental Restoration Incentive Act, an act to amend the Income Tax Act. This bill was also introduced in the 43rd Parliament. Second session was ended August. Here we go. Bill C-21. Or 221. Sorry. The bill is This enhancement amends the income tax to establish a tax credit for the closure of oil and gas wells. So we are trying to get off of oil and gas to the detriment of going all electric. It also sets out requirements for the Minister of Finance to make an assessment respecting the implementation of possible tax incentives for the closure of oil and gas wells. So this is being discussed again. Kevin Lamoureux. Oh, I was listening to him talk. I have never wanted to strangle someone's wrinkly little fucking neck harder than him. And I wouldn't actually do it. Obviously, it's a fucking joke. But
is it
listening to him talk? Mr. Speaker, it's a pleasure, blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, I really don't. He addressed the chamber saying, let me speak and blah, blah. So they want to shut down oil and gas. Great. What do we have to replace that?
Yeah, I was just going to say.
Like, the thing is, we do not live in a world where people are seen as equal. Unfortunately, we have slave labor, human trafficking. It's weird. People say that slavery is gone. It has not gone away. It's just called a different name now. So we have child labor. Well, that cobalt has to come from somewhere. That lithium has to come from somewhere. Oh, but we're not mining that in Canada. Oh, no. No, let's go to those third world countries where we can exploit their people and take their resources. For what? For what? When the impact to produce any type of battery is more impactful than gasoline. Oh, but let's not talk about nuclear energy. Let's not talk about things that are actually safe.
Well, do you know, what is better on the environment as a whole? Like, is it oil and gas or batteries? Because I know that the shit that's in batteries isn't good. So
you have to charge it somehow. You have to, if you want to make such a drastic shift from, I'm totally for electric. We're looking at buying a Tesla. Yeah. Maybe not, because actually talking to our friend and he was saying, well, if you want to, maybe look at the Volvos, their electric vehicles are very good. So maybe a Volvo. I don't know, but I am totally for an electric vehicle. What?
But Elon.
Oh, well, fuck him. But okay, so if you want to, but this is the thing. So we have nothing to replace gasoline. The technology just isn't there. I would be all for if there was renewable energy. I wish that we could get off of, we still have coal plants. We still have liquid natural gas. We still have these things. We still rely on them heavily. So if you want to switch everyone over to electric, okay, we need to have the systems in place first. Like at our house, we're all electric, but the electricity goes out. The power grid fails. Like you're seeing in California. What?
I was just like, when you said that, I was just thinking that, like, what if, do you remember in 1999 how everybody was freaking out about, 2000, and potentially the power grid was just going to go out and all the jail cells were going to open up and everyone was going to get free and we weren't going to have electricity and all blah, blah, blah. If that happened, okay, let's just say we all had electric cars at the time. We would be Forksville, like 100%. At least with like gas and diesel, you can still potentially get some for a while and keep going. But if everything's electric and you have no grid left,
well, our power grids are so under. Well, they're a huge vulnerability. They cannot withstand surges. So in California, California pushed the hardest, electric vehicles. Now what are they telling people? Limit how much you charge because the grid can't handle it. So this is the implementation of having some autistic fuckface from Sweden telling everyone, shut off the gas. This is why we don't listen to kids. This is why children do not make fucking policy. This is why we actually have adults, not fucking Kevin Lamoureux listening to some autist telling him, shut off the fucking gas. Shut it off now. This is why. Okay, are you going to have blood on your hands when, what? People in hospitals, when the fucking electricity power goes down, does everyone forget Montreal? 2 weeks. It took them 2 weeks to get the power back on, and people died. I'm not okay with that. Yeah, it was, what was it, 97? Montreal, there was freezing rain. Power lines everywhere. The entire power grid was taken out.
See, I don't remember about
99.
I don't remember about Montreal, but I do remember in the Maritimes that happened. That ice storm was insane.
Sorry, 98. Sorry, it was 98.
Oh God!
Took them 2 weeks to get power back up. Okay, what about any refrigeration? Like, but the thing is, it's what bothers me the most. Government doesn't have. How they look at it is people are too dumb to make good decisions. So we need to tax more so that we could supply it to them. And watching the State of the Union today, and you see, oh, well, we're gonna talk about pharmaceutical industries and the multimillionaires and billionaires that are making so much money, the top 1% in the world or in the States, they need to pay. Sorry, I have a hiccup. They're going to pay their fair share. Okay, so again, you're taking money and redistributing. Like, it's not like they're saying, oh, we're going to lower tax rates. We're going to cut back on some programs. We're going to encourage businesses to come here by lowering taxes for everyone. So it bolsters the economy. So people have money to put places, because when they don't, house, bills, food, that's it. All the extra stuff, all the special stuff dies out. Well, you want to buy, I don't know, you really like this coffee set. Well, you don't have the money for it. Something that's made in Canada, you cannot buy it because you literally cannot afford it. So it's just it's astounding. I'm trying not to say it's incredible, but to think that the same people that bitch and moan that government screws us, government taxes us, they tax us into poverty, they tax us and tax us until we're dead, and then when you're dumb enough to die, they fucking tax you again. So it's, but then to say, oh, well, I think the government's doing the best job that they can, so I'm going to give more money to a failing system. Like, and I've said this before, there's a saying in business. You need to know when to get out of your own way. And government can't help. It's like, okay, so in the movie industry, there's always these producers, there's always corporate executives that get in and, hey, like Lord of the Rings, great movies. But now Amazon, some fucking executive producer, some corporate fuck has to stick their finger and say, look, I did that. I contributed to it. No, your job is to make money. The artist's job that's their job, is to make something great. But you stick your fucking finger in it. Oh, well, we need black representation. We need LGBTQ AI fucking whatever, alphabet soup bullshit. Brent Tops. I don't know. Sorry, I just got a news thing.
That was really weird, the way that you just like looked into the camera. You're like, Brent Tops? A little creepy.
Okay, but so they keep sticking their fingers into the pie, and they can't just leave it alone. So like the Lord of the Rings books, great books, the great story. But then some corporate fuck comes in, well, we need diversity, and we need inclusivity, and we need representation. Like, why? Why government? Why do you have to stick your fingers into everything? Pull these levers and I'm gonna tweak the housing market. Oh, we need to have more incentives for people to buy the. How about you just fucking work should you not want to work yourself out of a job? Oh, but you have to justify it. There was one thing. Sorry, say something. Because I'll start fucking ranting, and I don't want it.
You start ranting? You mean continue? I'm just laughing.
I can keep going.
I'm just laughing at the fact that it seems that the more angry you get, the more you freeze, and it's quite entertaining for me, because you could be talking calmly and you can see you nicely, and then as soon as you start getting angry, it's like you start freezing in all these weird ways. It's overly. I don't know, but it's kind of amusing me. At least it's not, the audio still fine, so whoever's actually watching it just gets a little bit of interesting entertainment.
Yeah, see, because hold on here, I'm gonna try something.
Oh, you're sideways.
All right, I know, I'm sideways.
I whip my hair back and forth.
Hold on, I'm gonna shut down. Maybe that will help. I don't know. Maybe some stuff was running in the background and causing a bit of an issue, but
I don't know.
No, but that's the thing. It's like, so one thing that I heard is it's like mission creep. So you start with the initial idea. Oh, well, we want to get we're trying to bolster 50,000 houses to be built in Canada. Like, that could be the initial idea, but then it's okay. Well, okay, we met that goal. Well, now what's our next one? Oh, well, we need people to buy those houses. Okay, so they immigrate 250,000 people to fill those 50,000 homes that were built. And then it just keeps going more and more and more. And they keep adding on top of it. Well, those people can't afford to live there. Well, so then we should look at giving tax credits for people that buy a new home. Okay, but the initial mission was 50,000 homes to be built. Why are we dealing with like the welfare system and tax credits for it? Well, why are we giving incentives for people to insulate? Like, it just keeps going on and on and on, to where your initial mission is worlds fucking apart from where you ended up. Say something.
Yeah. Totally.
No, but does that not make sense?
No, it does make sense. Yeah.
Okay, good. But that's kind of like that's what it seems like. Like government, like they have to justify their job, so they keep going. Oh well, the last administration they offered $4,000 of incentives. Well, I need to offer 4,500. Okay, but how? How? Oh well, we're gonna tax people more.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
It's generally there's lots that they've been taking from our pockets, which is so isn't that nice though? You have people in government and stuff like that that can just decide, "Hey, I want to do this." Well, where are you going to get the money from? Well, obviously the people.
Hello, have you looked around?
We'll just
Yeah.
raise some taxes up just a little bit. Not like a lot, but with the amount of people that's in Canada, you raise it up about 1%. Yeah, I think that would about cover it. Oh, and then we got
Yeah.
another new thing. Oh, yeah, just another 1%. Well, just another 1%. And the next thing you know, 50% of your paycheck is going to the government. Oh, wait, it is pretty much like that already. How neat. So you're
Yeah.
literally busting your ass off every single day working for the government to do what with your money exactly? Right. Enact the Emergency Act and, say that truckers are going to potentially be rapists or, tell you that you're not allowed to accidentally misgender somebody or I don't know. The list can just keep going here. I know our roads still look like shit. Anybody who lives in Winnipeg would know that. Our roads are still shit. We haven't had the plows barely went through there. The ruts in the roads were so bad. Like I don't even know where the plows have been all winter. I really don't.
Well, no, then Kim, we just need to raise taxes more. We need to raise it. If you want your streets clean. Okay, so I was going through Washington State. They got hit with snow, like hard. Roads were good. Roads were fantastic. I crossed over into BC. I literally could not drive. Well, I shouldn't say I literally could not because I still made it through. But it was such a clear line. On the US side, roads were clear. Canada side, I was spinning out climbing a hill, not a mountain, a hill, like a little beep.
Yeah.
I was spinning out. But
You get that just at
that is,
stoplights or whatever in the freaking streets here. Like there's been so many times just on the streets in the city that I'm driving, and because the ruts are so bad, I end up going into another lane. The ass end of my vehicle swings out into another lane. I'm like, oh hey, hi neighbor, how's it
yeah.
going? Like it's so sad.
Okay.
Like there's too much
Okay.
of the.
So,
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want
there's so
me
much
to
of the what?
stop?
No, what?
No, I'm just saying, like, there's just so much of the government constantly taxing the fork out of everybody, and for what exactly? For what? I don't know. I don't see it.
Like I'm trying to like, and I really try to understand it. Okay, I'll make this, and we'll get back to this. The Justin groping allegations. Whatever happened? Like when you're at home, you're accountable for where your money goes. To government, it's just, oh well, we just signed this bill. Oh, we don't even show up to Parliament to sign them. We just do whatever and whatever. I don't even look at the bills, and they're just shoved through.
Yeah.
And then you wonder why, there's so much government spending on crap. There's a reason why government is not. Every government says, well, we're going to balance the budget. The only person that hasn't was Justin Trudeau. That is literally the only prime minister that said, what's a balanced budget? I'm not worried about balancing budgets.
No, just take it from the citizens. They'll pay for it.
But yeah, but every single person that gets taxed has to. They all have to balance their budgets. The only people that don't seems to be our government. But okay, so Mr. Wet Dream getting raped by truckers Mendocino, okay, makes an absolutely unfounded claim. Absolutely unfounded.
Well, and to go back to
Okay?
that too, like if these, that girl made a really good point. Like if these were legit threats that were being put out there, why on earth would he not have said something sooner when people are literally walking through and stuff like that? Now all of a sudden it's getting brought up. Well, oh shit. Well, the whole racist thing, that's not flying.
Yeah. No, there's
The
too many
terrorist
Sikhs.
thing. Fuck, that's not flying. What else can we do?
Okay.
We got rapists.
Hold on. But is that not a derogatory statement? If you are saying Sikhs are terrorists, are you not being xenophobic? Is that not some type of xenophobia?
It's some sort of phobia, I'm sure.
Like, is that not anti-Muslim hate? Like, you are generalizing, saying that Sikhs are naturally terrorists? Is that not what you're saying?
I guess so. I mean, but they're gonna. I don't even know how that came in. Like I don't know. Like if I were a lot of the other people that were in the truckers convoy of different nationalities, I personally would be standing up and going, that's kind of a racist comment for you to be insinuating that we're white supremacists or rapists or whatever the hell else you want to throw at us. Like it's like they have to keep trying to throw something at it, right? Just to make it justified for their actions for doing the whole Emergency Act. And, I guess just to make themselves feel better because they've never had to deal with an actual peaceful protest before. Where they literally weren't beating each other up, violence, looting, riots. I mean, what are we going to do? We got to make something up because they can't just have a peaceful protest.
Okay, so from the National Post, so this woman, so I guess, okay, so the reporter, so obviously I left some stuff out, but so the reporter, a woman in her early 20s, whom Bourne later described as having an awesome work ethic and a heart of gold, told her publisher about an unsettling encounter she had. She said she'd had with Justin Trudeau, not yet involved in politics. The then 28-year-old Trudeau had come to Creston in BC to attend a music festival, raising funds to build a backcountry lodge in honor of his late brother. She came to me just because she was distressed. Bourne doesn't recall the exact words the reporter used to describe the incident. However, in its edition of August 2014, or August 14th of 2000, the Advance published an unsigned editorial that accused Justin Trudeau of groping the reporter. The now former reporter has declined a request for comment. So the reason why I say this, so you want to make unsubstantiated claims. Well, same thing can happen to you too, Justin Trudeau. Now you have a woman coming forward that you groped her. So where's the evidence? And I'm not going to say, oh well, Justin Trudeau, obviously you're guilty, but oh well, there could have been the raping.
The potential was there.
But this is the thing. So I guess to continue on. So Bell, who was on vacation at the time of Trudeau's visit and on the editorial's publication, said the reporter spoke with him and about the encounter when he returned to the newsroom. I believe that it happened, Bell told the Post, so the National Post. I know that she told me about it when I got back, and I don't doubt she spoke to the publisher about it. The Prime Minister's office gave the Post a statement earlier this month saying Trudeau does not recall any negative interactions. Well, yeah, you molested a woman. Of course it's not going to be negative for you.
Not only that, why would he admit to it? I mean, I don't think he outright admits to blackface, but got the photos to prove it.
Well, yeah. And so, if you're going to make an accusation, and I'll say the accusation that this person is leveling has ruined people's careers. Flat out ruined them. Now Mendocino, in his fucking Wet dream. Imagine just getting plowed by a bunch of truckers, but because he didn't, now he has a gay hate for him. Like, okay, for anyone that doesn't know, gay anger is real. Like, it is. Gay people, when they get mad, oh, oh, like, think of a woman, but with kind of a man's strength, like a real
Right.
man's strength.
With some testosterone added in there.
Yeah, like pre-surgery.
Yeah.
But that's what I think's going on here. I think Mendocino secretly wants to have a train ran on him or a convoy. How about that,
Bazinga.
Mendocino? All right. That was really it. Ukraine is, still, being bombed. The U.S. thinks that it was Trump's fault somehow,
Oh my
even
God.
though
Are you serious?
he hasn't been president for a year.
How is it that with Trump out of the office, they still manage to keep talking about him? Like, I gotta say, Homeboy's head must be this fucking big. Like, literally, he hasn't even been president, and he's just sitting back going, yeah, keep talking about me. Keep bringing me up. Yeah, blame me for shit. That's cool. My name's still out there. You're not going to forget me. I'm going to haunt your dreams. It's just like, I mean,
That's terrible.
well, but like, they just keep.
Well, he announced
going.
that he announced that he's running for president.
Well, yeah, of course
Again.
he was going to run again. I mean, I seen
But
that coming.
But if you support Trumpism, your bank account will be frozen.
Can you imagine?
So,
like, what are they going to do? Like,
I can imagine a fucking spineless loser government official trying to flex their fucking weak arms. Literally has never actually worked a day in their life, like actual work, not sitting there pushing a pencil, like actually creating something, doing something with your life.
no, but like, okay,
It's
go ahead. Sorry.
no, what?
But like, okay, say with everything that's going on in Canada right now, what if Pierre decided, okay, he's going to run for prime minister, which he did.
Yes.
I just said which he did, said that he's going to run. But with the way that, Krista Freeland or whatever, how orgasmic she gets every time she talks about, freezing people's bank accounts and stuff like that. And, you can see that excitement on her face. But could you imagine if that happened when, okay, he's running, but then they're like, okay, anybody who were to vote for him or is going to support him, we're going to freeze your bank accounts. In other words, like threatening people, like if you were to vote for Pierre, we're going to do this to you. So I'm thinking of that in the Trump way. Like if they were to do something like that in the States, because I mean, they're already talking about anybody who supports Trump, they're going to freeze their bank accounts, blah, blah, blah. But what if they were to do that? Like he's going to run for president again. So what if somebody supports him or votes for him, they're going to freeze their accounts? They're going to ruin their lives because someone voted for someone? It's taking away the option of even a free vote, being able to choose.
The electoral process is being it's under attack. It's full on being under attack. And in Canada, when most provinces voted conservative, but in key districts like Toronto and Montreal, it was liberal. Like if anyone looks at the I guess I can pull it up. Like, well, it doesn't really matter. But BC, Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, most of Ontario, part of Quebec voted conservative. That's more than half of Canada.
Oh yeah, when you actually looked at the map, you could see the big color difference. Like a huge chunk of the map. Here we go. Was one color, and then you see Ontario and Quebec, part of Quebec or whatever, was another color.
Well,
But
yeah, there's light blue, which is the bloc, and then deep blue is conservative, red is liberal, and then orange is NDP. Like I think BC, I think they voted majority NDP just because they're a bunch of socialists in British Columbia. But I know Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, majority, and Ontario were conservative.
and like up in like the Yukon and
So,
shit like that too.
I think I can't remember. I don't think they voted conservative. I don't remember what they voted, but no one really cares about them. That place should be just used for mineral harvesting, and that's it. And gas exploration. We should move all those people out of there. That's my thought. But
I don't know. I think I'm going to have to ask Bo about that. See what his thoughts are. We
are you
think we
kidding
should
me?
just move right out.
Yeah, leave so that we can get the millions and millions of, trillions of dollars of natural resources under the ground there.
So
Yeah.
what they can sell it to another country? Because God forbid we actually use any of the resources that you have in Canada for Canada. Our oil gets shipped off other places, and we get oil and shit like that from what, Russia or the Middle East or whatever. But because our cows, it's not like we use our own cows. We got to ship them off. You know what I mean? Like it's so okay. So you get them out so we can use the resources there. For what? Just to sell. It's not going to be used for us.
Okay, so I'm looking at it right now. Most of BC outside of Vancouver, which voted Liberal.
Ew.
All of Alberta, except I think for one riding, voted Conservative. All of Saskatchewan voted Conservative. Most of Manitoba voted Conservative. Most of Ontario voted Conservative. And then, this is Kenora region, and then here whatever. It's not like this really fucking matters. But yeah, and then obviously Quebec is always going to go the bloc. They just can't help themselves.
Yeah.
But most of it is it's conservative, except in Toronto, in Thunder Bay, in Montreal. Yeah, the Montreal area, Ottawa. Yeah, it's like all the major centers voted Liberal. Let's see, Winnipeg. Oh, look at that. Winnipeg, Liberal. Winnipeg voted Liberal. Everything outside of it, Conservative or NDP. Mind you, it's
Winnipeg.
like Churchill and... But
come on, Winnipeg. I thought you were better than that.
But isn't that... Oh, Edmonton. See, it's all the cities. Oh, actually, Edmonton voted NDP. Most of Edmonton voted NDP. Calgary, Conservative except for one spot. And then one place was Green Party. Because, apparently that's a real fucking party, but sure.
Yeah.
No.
Green shit.
But I don't know. All right. Anyways, whatever. This doesn't really fucking matter. It was just kind of... But you see, like... Sure. Okay. All right. Let's end on that low note, because I'm just gonna go run myself over now. Oh, all right.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, thanks, everybody.
Okay, bye.
Oh my God, you totally threw me off with that one there. Okay, well, thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us today. Hope you've had a good week so far. Enjoy your hump day. And don't forget, you can check us out on all the places that we're going to list in the description box below. Come hang out with us, and we'll see you on Friday. Bye, guys.
So I got a good Hitler fact for you. Okay, and I'm gonna ask it in the form of a question. What's the difference between Hitler and Michael Phelps? No, nothing?
I just got it. I just got it. I'll let you do the
All right, for those
punchline,
that
though.
don't know, well, Michael Phelps knows how to finish a race.
That's so horrible. Hi, friends. So we're back just for a little F your eye. So we happened to notice as we were about to do our editing that this is episode 88, which inadvertently is the eighth letter of the alphabet is what, Tyler?
H. So, Hong
H.
Kong. We support Hong Kong, according to that idiot from I can't remember where she was from. To be frank, I don't care where she's from. She's a disingenuous, evil person. So I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, we just thought it was kind of funny after all the talking we've been doing this week about that lady, how she decided to change Hong Kong into the whole Hail Hitler. And we're like, oh, it's episode 88, which is the eighth letter of the alphabet, which is H. So there's HH. Huh. So do you have
All right.
any?
So I was just gonna say. So I'll rattle off some fun facts for you. Did you know Hitler hated Jews?
I had no idea. Oh my
Yeah.
God, that's
A
horrible.
little known fact. Actually, speaking of people that hate Jews, Whoopi Goldberg is a fucking moron. Oh my God. She is dumb because she said that like the Holocaust, we shouldn't care about it because it was white. It wasn't about race. It was like white on white crime.
Yeah. It had nothing to do with race. Yeah.
Yeah. So by her own logic, why should we care about Ukraine? Because it's just white on white. Yeah.
Like
Like
white
if
on
it ain't
rice.
white, it ain't right.
It's just one white group fighting against another white group, claiming, saying that some of them are white supremacists. Oh, this is sounding familiar. But yeah.
Yeah, right. But it's I found that kind of interesting that like what a oh I wish I could be say as dumb as shit as they do and get paid millions of dollars. Like, hey, you want some real bad takes? I thought Roots played better in reverse. How about that for a fucking shitty hot take?
Ooh.
Well, come on, can I not be like Whoopi Goldberg?
No, because the funny thing is, think of the other people.
It's just black on black crime. They're just solving the problem for us. Like that's like the extent of her fucking statement. Jeez.
Oops. Think about the other people. Like, look at Roseanne. Roseanne made some silly comment, which it's been explained to exhaustion. So I'm not even going to go through explaining it. But she explained the comment, which had nothing to do with race. And she literally got canceled. Now, Whoopi Goldberg made a comment about the whole Holocaust thing, saying that why should we care about them? It was white on white. And Jews aren't even a race. So, and yet what happened to her? What happened to her? She got suspended for 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks suspension. Even her apology, because people were saying like, you need to read a fucking book,
right?
Like, do you I will donate you Mein Kampf. It is literally about his struggle with the fucking Jewish race. That's like the race of Jews. It's so God. What I can't even think of something so stupid, something so tone deaf, something so ignorant. I can't even. It shows such a double standard, like you said.
100%.
Roseanne Barr gets kicked off for comparing a white chick to a Planet of the Apes thing. And
if you were to look at those pictures, they looked alike. And it had nothing to do with race at all. It was specifically, she looked like the character from Planet of the Apes. And when you seen the two of them together, you were like, yeah, I can see the comparison.
That lady is as much black as Elizabeth Warren, or actually even better yet. No, well, because Elizabeth Warren actually said she was like Cherokee or something. And that was so funny when Trump was saying, "Hey, I'll pay for your DNA test or whatever." And if you are, he's like, I'll donate a bunch of money to a charity in your honor. And so she got the DNA test and brought it back 0% Aboriginal anything. But
Seriously.
she kept saying, "Well, I am a First Nations member. Oh, Pow Wow Chow." Remember Pow Wow? Does anyone remember Pow Wow Chow? You remember when she was running and she's made a meme brigade? Because that's how memes work. The thing with memes is they're random. It's like trying to bottle lightning. It's sporadic. But that is such a boomer thing to say. We're gonna have a meme team. That was it. Because that's what the kids like these days. They like rhyming and memes and teamwork. To be fair, Justin Trudeau. Oh yeah, and Justin Trudeau also said that he's Aboriginal, which I know. If anything, you're Cuban.
Oh, is that why he was wearing? Is that why he was wearing the native headdress that one time? Or is he part black? Is that why he is okay to be in blackface? Is that a thing?
Well, to be fair, Cubans are darker skinned, so he's just trying to emulate, his homeland.
I was like listening to that thing about how they were talking about how Fidel Castro is actually Justin Trudeau's real father, that his like mother had an affair or something. And
you see the pictures,
right? When I looked at the pictures, because they have like a picture which you can look up online or on Google or whatever, but there's like a picture of Justin Trudeau down the center, and then on the left there's pictures of his dad, or whatever Trudeau, whatever his name was, Pierre Elliott Trudeau, and then on the right there was pictures of Fidel Castro. And I gotta say, he resembles a lot more like frickin' Castro than he does.
His nose, his smile,
even the height.
Yeah. Well, and to be fair, like his mom was a bit of she's a little loose, if you know what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know, other people were loose. Hitler.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else? All right. No. Bye.
All right. Bye again, guys. Hope you enjoyed your little factoid information for the night. A little F your eye, if you will. Peace.